Aquarius, happy April 2018. Oh my God, such a fun day. I'm like, okay. So, ooh, this one popped out, 5 of coins. Okay, so let's shuffle this. Aquarius, April 2018. The new moon is in Aries on the 16th, and the full moon is in Scorpio on the 30th. So make sure that you take advantage of those moons. Okay, so let's see what the Lily Sky Tarot deck has for you guys. All right. All right, so first, what dropped out is a 5 of coins. So make sure you make really good decisions with your home and where you live. But that's so funny that this popped out. I got to back up. Rewind the rune that I pull for you guys. And the reason is I pull it before so I can look up the meaning, because I haven't played with this since like the end of the 90s. Yeah. That's when I got into this. Yeah, so, I mean, I look at it every now and then, but I never really practiced the meaning, the pronunciations of the runes. And I know that people were trying to figure out how to say it back in the day, like all this stuff. Like I studied it like over a decade ago, way over a decade, 20 years. It's like 20 years ago. Okay, anyway. So basically, this one is Othila. Othila talks about property value, a house, a land of birth, ownership. And it's so funny that this fell out, because I was like thinking, I wonder what tarot card has to do with home. But this represents like being homeless, like the 5 of coins, right? And the funny thing is, looking it up, the meaning of the rune Othila, it talks about home, assets, inheritance, like if a family member passes away or something like that, right? Or a family, tradition, learning from the past, good luck, okay? Ownership. So I don't know if some of you will have something passed down that really, I feel like most of you will find out about owning something like land or something like that, that you didn't even know about. And it just gets passed down, and you're probably not a person. You probably live in an apartment, or, you know, not to say that you wouldn't know anything about like ownership of homes and stuff, but it's going to be something that's going to hit you where you're like, what? Who is this person? A distant cousin? You know, so if that happens to be the case and this speaks to you, then, yeah, so you'll have to really know about what you want to do with this, you know. Maybe a family member is falling on hard times and they need to rent out a house, or they'll sell it to you, whatever, you know, and maybe you can like put in the work, because a lot of times when things happen, you know, it's meant to happen, or the person just can't even be bothered with it, and someone else can bother with it. Kind of like a yard sale and selling stuff on eBay. Some people just don't have the patience to do that, and it's just not in their time right now because they're so busy. Maybe you'll get property or land, and this fell out, and you know, you're like, hey, let me take advantage of this. Okay, so let's get to it. So 5 of coins. Be mindful with your responsibilities as far as your, you know, roof over your head. And just make sure that you are handling finances well, right? There's balance there, right? 5, I could go into it even more, but like, you know, you want to make sure that it's balanced right there. 4 of Cups is choosing the best decision, even though you have all the options, is what will work for you right now. Knight of Staves, it's going after what you want, and having that passion and knowing when something is not going to work or something is not working, and really not making things worse than they are. Okay, just knowing that you have your own intuition, and just know what you need to do for that particular situation. Okay, and go after that. Okay, go after what you really want, and not fearing things that could possibly happen. Page of Swords, really be mindful of the things that you're saying to yourself, the power of your words, even the smallest things that you say to yourself. Okay, I feel like both of these. All right, so now we have Page of Cups, and Page of Cups is reminding you of the power of words and using them in a lovely way to kind of to get what you want. Okay, the words are powerful, they travel fast, so really think before you speak, and when you're using your words, make sure that they're very compassionate and they're easy to understand. It's not just trying to sound like you know everything. Okay, make it so that like a 5-year-old can understand, and it's just very simple and to the point. Maybe it has to do with selling the home and working with your partner, so that you pick the best idea. You have 2 major arcanas, so you have the Hangman, and over here you have the Strength card, Leo. Okay, so the Hangman represents perspective. So how are you looking at things, right? Look at it in the most positive way possible, and moving forward. 2 of Cups. Maybe this land could be somewhere that you can use for special occasions and events. Maybe this home is in a research it. Maybe it's in a business area as well, so you can use it to host events and make money that way. Maybe you can get your what the heck, ordained minister, and look that up. That's easy online, and really study and know what you're doing. And I have one for years, so oh my gosh, like officiating a wedding, not a hard thing. You can do that, or hire someone to do that. Have a backup person, have 3 backup people, and let them know that they're on call, potential on call. Whenever you're doing business, always try to have at least 2 to 3 backup people that are on call, that that could possibly do it, or how to do it yourself, so you don't have to depend on anyone. And this would be great if you're single. This will be great for you and your partner to do as a side business. So look into properties, maybe researching properties that could potentially be a good business investment, or working with a business, and then later on you can learn from that and move forward. Here you have the 10 of coins, and this is really good, bringing it home. Okay, and business, and again, inheritance. Okay, inheritance, the same thing as Othila. So here it is right here. Look at that. Boom, it showed up. The 10 of coins. That's like family inheritance. So something's coming up, and even if it's not in the physical realm, like land, a house or something, or a car or whatever, maybe it's you receive some family history and it really inspires you, and now you're like, man, this is in my DNA. I'm really passionate about real estate, or I'm really passionate about putting on events. And you find out that a relative from the past was really into that, but maybe in those times they didn't really have the means, or maybe they did have the means, but something was blocking them, but they were really successful the best they could, or they were really successful, and now it's like in this life you can actually kind of live that for yourself and for them. Who knows, maybe you are then in this life. Okay, so then you have the Strength card, which represents Leo. I put the solar plexus stone, one of them, carnelian here, rose quartz, and aventurine. Aventurine is for money, and this will be really good for the relationship. Also, aventurine, the 10 of coins, family inheritance, being comfortable in your own home. Okay, the rose quartz, of course, is for love. Then we have the 10 of staves. 10 of staves is this. Okay, I didn't even really notice this when I was talking to you earlier about having a backup person to officiate weddings or help with events, photographers, whatever the heck you're gonna come into, right? Doing too much, you might feel like you're doing too much, right? So this 10 of staves is like, make sure you have backup people, maybe catering, you have 5 catering on the list, make an email, send pictures of the place and say, this is our place, we're hosting events, we'd like to add you to the list of places to contact in the future, blah blah blah. 7 of swords. I would say install cameras if you're going to do business, because you can trust people, but you just never know. So, you know, more than anything at the back and the front, you know, of the home. So I think this will be a big thing for people in the future. And I've been feeling this for since last August, when I had a really horrible experience, but I won't even go into it. But having proof of real shady-ish, you know, it doesn't matter if this person has a respectful job. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter who they are. You always need proof and document things. So that would be really good. 7 of Swords, okay? So always have things in writing. I feel like this sword not only represents the spoken word, air, the element air, and writing, but also writing can take form in the digital world in the future, right? So certain things that we do now can also represent a new technology, which for me is recording, because you'll have the spoken word in it. You know, it can videotape writing. Like, it's just another form of documentation. 3 of Cups, emotions, beautiful, friendship. I think that whatever is going to happen to you, that you're going to come into, is going to be really, really good. For friendship, it's going to be a place of celebration, not only for you to host the events downstairs, and maybe the living quarters are upstairs, but you know, it will be a really good place to get together and do things, okay? And don't let anything deter you, like street parking or something like that. You can always put notes in there, like, please park down the street, park on, you know, Pine Street and Franklin, and you're actually on Rose Street or something, you know? Like, don't let things block you, man. Okay, so 7 of Staves popped out, and this one is all about standing your ground when things are coming at you. So make sure that you have all the backup help you need, and make sure that you really think things through, like run scenarios and really be thoughtful of everything, you know? Emergency exit lights at the back doors, like, you know, really think things through that you need to do, just in case, you know? Yeah, just think things through, you know, like little motion lights and stuff like that. Just think things through, what would work for you, and give yourself like an hour. And if this reading applies to you, where something like this is happening, or you know, you have a friend that come into some property and they want to work with you, or have you work with them, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is a great opportunity, we're going to go into this as partners, make sure you have everything in writing, and that way you have some. I feel like this is for the Aquarius will have a friend that will invite them on. So the 7 of Staves will be you needing actual footing, like feeling like you actually have a stand in it, okay? So make sure that you have it in writing, that, you know, your business partner, whatever, like always. Okay, I gotta go on to the animal wisdom. So let's see what animal can offer wisdom right now. I'm feeling like the bottom one. Snake. I want to see what the other one is. The other one is turtle. Retreat. Stop trying to make something happen. Okay, I like that. So that was the bottom one, because I was feeling this one too. Turtle, retreat. Stop trying to make something happen. I like that. So snake, healing. You are a healer. I love it. So this place will be somewhere fun and healing. Why not? You know, it could offer spa like treatments in one room or something like that. You know, you never know. It's everything can be limitless if we choose for it to be. Rebirth, sexuality, transmutation, transformation. So this could be a new start for you. Okay, you can look at it that way, like, hey, this is a new start for me, yay. Okay, for turtle, that one's for snake. So for the turtle, let's see what are other key words to help guide you. Okay, so for turtle represents retreat. Stop trying to make something happen. And, you know, be careful if you're going to rent out the house to someone. You never know what people are like. And this is so funny because this came to mind like a couple days ago. I heard a story of someone like wrecking, this teenager rented the home and wrecked it. You know, I don't remember if it was in Nevada or what state, but anyway. And it's like people that rent online, renting homes. I don't know if I should say the name of the app, but anyway, even getting their Facebook page and seeing a timeline of, you know, people need to do that. I'm very passionate about like not destroying other people's things. I mean, I think that, oh, I don't want to get on it. I could just go on a freaking soapbox, but you know, the lack of respect, you know, and it's like, make sure you get on their Facebook page and see like a timeline of who they really are. This kid was like a teenager, and I'm like, how could a teenager get a place when a lot of trustworthy people won't even be rented a place based on some ignorant whatever, you know? Like, I didn't want to go into it, but whatever. That's just probably karma, but it's still sad. Okay, so turtle, other words for turtle: fertility, slowness, toughness, and femininity, slowness, toughness, and fertility. Okay, so this is all kind of like, it goes with the snake in a sense, where it's still rebirth, that fertility, right? And also for the snake, you also had, there was another word like fertility, like rebirth or something like that. I'm trying to remember. So for snake, they had transformation, transmutation, rebirth. So I think it's like a new start. And whatever earnings you make, you really have to be smart and make sure that you don't end up with the 5 of coins situation. Okay, so wisdom. Let's see what wisdom wants to come out. I feel like it's this one. This world is our heaven on earth. Yeah, create your heaven on earth right now. You know, this is like a new fresh start for you, wonderful Aquarius. You know, make this your heaven on earth. Have fun, enjoy it. All right, peace to everyone. Thank you for watching. Happy April 2018. Happy spring, and I'll see you guys next time. Click like, yay.